So here's the next project, the inline thermostat. So I've already put this one together. I got this at inlinethermostats.com. This is extinct from the Land Rover Discovery 2 forums. So this is a standard thermostat, and the problem with these is, first of all, they're 190 degree temps, but these they've got two basically valves in there and they can break. The quality control is not so great. So this replaces it on top. This goes essentially where this one went, and I'll show you how this works. So when you undo the bolts, it comes like this. It gives you two gaskets, two paper gaskets, puts silicone all around it, and then we've got a 180 degree thermostat. Now the orientation is that little hole needs to be at the 12 o'clock position. The reason that hole is there is engine coolant's going to be coming up here, and because it's not direct, this thermostat is not directly on the engine, all this cold water coolant will be right here, and it doesn't mix really well to get the engine warm. So it needs a little bit of a flow to let that cool coolant to get pushed through the thermostat, so the hot coolant gets to the thermostat to open it up. So that's what we're doing today. So this is where the new thermostat is going to live, right here. What I want to do is I'm going to keep this temperature and I'm going to move it over here. If I have to use this hose and maybe trim it and transplant it over here, that's what I'm going to do. So the first thing we got to do is take off the shroud. So I got that done. Ooh, a little dirt right there. Next thing you know, I'm going to take the big wrench, 36 millimeter, and take off this fan. That'll give us more room to work down here to take the old thermostat off. So next I've got some vice grips covered with duct tape, and I'm going to try to not make a mess and squeeze the hose clamps. I'll probably sacrifice the water from up top, but coming from down below, I'm going to try to make less of a mess. Good tip here, these are great tools, well worth $13 to $15 to use on these hose clamps. Totally worth it. Okay, so I really wanted to put the thermostat, the temperature gauge, external temperature gauge right here. It just pushed everything too far this way. I'm gonna have to put it right here on top of the shroud. Okay, so I got the lower hose all put together. Everything's the right size. I'm gonna put the thermostat right between here, right here. Not the thermostat, the external temperature gauge. Okay, so we got it all buttoned up. We got our external temperature gauge right here. We got everything buttoned up over here. I think everything looks good. All right, let's give it a shot. Now, per the instructions, you're supposed to take this off, the cap off, run it up to speed for about, get it warm, and then run it about 45 seconds with about at 2,500 or 2,000 RPMs. So let's do that. So I got the Nanocom, got the external temperature. So we're gonna just run it. So this one won't get hot until it gets up to about 125. Okay, so I've had the inline thermostat for a few weeks now, and I've got nothing but great things to say about it. It is definitely keeping my engine temperatures lower. I'm running in the high 70s to mid 80s. I'm not even getting close to the high 80s or 190s anymore in Fahrenheit. I took it on a road trip a couple weeks ago. Was on the highway for about 2 hours each way. It was at 183 all the time. I got nothing but good things to say about it. I'm a big believer on keeping the engine a little cooler to help with these engines not going through head gaskets. I do believe it's not just if, it's when these engines need to do a head gasket. But if you can keep that engine cooler, then I think you can put those days of doing a head gasket farther off in the future, and hopefully maybe never have to do it, hopefully. But if you've got a D2, I think do it. I don't think you should stop and think about it. Just do the inline thermostat.